most gamers or most CSGO players have at least some sort of control or a level of support in Mirage. So, yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, the Viperz have won the 9th round. Now let's see if they opt to stay for, if they opt to stay on the C side or if they move to the T side. And I think they have switched.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep, they took on the T side. T side is a little bit better, I would say, as a choice for Red Viperz because they can take a lot more control across the entire game. So I like their options, I like their choices for stuff like this. But moving on back from that though, Manila Fishing starting off on the CT side. Now that's going to be interesting. I want to see how they play it. Do they want to be aggressive? Do they want to be super defensive? How do they want to play for the level of control that they could gain? Normally the pistol rounds are going to be quite simple, but way that Red Viperz were playing previously on the map of as Ancient, it didn't bode that well for them. They need to go more aggressive. Hopefully after this little break, they're in the mindset that, hey, we played a little bit sloppy as a squad, and hopefully in Mirage we're going to be able to gain that back.
And on to the side. There's two and three and gets taken down already. Eminem gets taken down by Mantis. 4 versus 1 now. Daisy, the last player alive. And gets taken down by Nixie. The first round on the board for Red Viperz.
Shots, man. The crosshair placement was sublime in that round.
It was sublime, it was supreme.
And Vape just casually ran in and just tapped 2 people out of existence. Red Viperz, they started off with a shebang for this one. And that's a pretty good, hefty lead that they have gained when it comes to the economy team. They're going to be looking for a top 5 match in hand if they're opting for.
Alright, I think this is going to be exciting. Look at the map.
Yep, that's a stack. This stack could just work, but on the other side, I don't know how they're going to be able to survive this one. Flashes in hand. Couple of being popped, one from the top side. Yep, that's
and with the frag, they do survive. The frags, I don't know how much to say, bhai. Dekho bolte partechi na niche mara marche. Like it's so hard to catch up.
This happens way often. What can you do? Because the executions are that quick now on the T side.
And especially when you're going in for a B rush, and if you can like execute it to perfection, bro, that's the fastest thing. It comes second only to light. So yes, 2 rounds on the board for Team Red Viperz, and well, they're playing pretty good at this point, right? So Red Viperz with 2 rounds on the board, setting up smokes now.
Just running it down all over the place. The way that teams are coming up for them. Pretty soon if they're not careful. Manila Fishing really have a
see that single flash almost blinded 4 players of the RV.
That could have been big, but that one smoke just really put a damper on it. Single kills is what they need, but these actually
Eagles, man, I love it when players are playing Eagles and Eagles when oh, look at that. They're just running through them now. Oh, this is the shot. One is taken down. That is doing the last drag onto Stinger, and 3rd round on the board for Red Viperz.
They're gonna be happy with that.
They are gonna be happy with that.
Couple of good upgrades as well when you think about it. Manila Fishing, how do you want to play this one now? Because of the way that all of us have planned out, and the way that Manila Fishing have been playing a couple of their setups, they just get overwhelmed by Red Viperz and they're very fast to execute. And that is warranted. When a team is this well versed on a map and when you know their execution, that's what they did game.
Taken down, oh my god, what's that? Taking frags left to right everywhere. We were just talking about this, right? B-side একটা যদি ভালো এক্সিকিউশন হয় এত তাড়াতাড়ি যায় that আলোর গতি হচ্ছে ওটা পেয়ে বেশি থাকে. Other than that, there's nothing else. And this is the example of that. rush.
কিছু করার ছিল না।
Exactly.
One guy swung, an immediate smoke came in from the terrorists, and then just ran. How do you stop
Mantis
it?
gets the frag onto Daisy and 4-0.
Vipers know their roles when it comes down to these rushes, and these rushes are so well done. There's a reason why Vipers opted for the terrorist side for this map. Because they know how good their executions are, and they're switching it in between all the time.
Yes, they're keeping them on their toes. You cannot really say for sure যে ওরা এখন এইটা করতেছে, ওরা এখন ওইটা করতেছে, এটা execute করবে. You cannot really say that কারণ ওরা বারবার changes আনতেছে. And look at that. Oh, look at that. Just frag and frag.
Oh.
Oh, gets the frag onto Xenon. Cheeky frag.
Absolutely. The gun getting thrown out the window.
I don't think you can throw it out of the window, Blank.
I mean, would be the good play if they were able to do so. They want to give any form of weaponry away or any chance for them to win out on this round. It may look favorable because of the man count, but still, there's a long road to go. If it was a 5 versus 3, I would say, yeah, a good chance of winning out on this eco, but fighting in from Palace, Red Vipers, they're playing it slow. They want to go in for this execute a little bit late. A late hit, a good amount of utility being popped. Side should be there soon enough, but no one's checking under heaven.
It's really weird. Fate is there to clear heaven. Under heaven. Hell, whatever you call it. Oh, Stinger gets taken down by Flank now. Sorry. Blank. I meant to say Dukkido. Temenos gets the frag onto Blank. Vipers, Mantis, Nixie. Oh, Vincent with the Deagle now. The Deagle has come out to play.
Go in for this fight, but can't really jump on top of the box here.
Oh, he fell
ticket was
down. He
pulled, it's
fell
not
down
gonna work.
from there. He has to stick it.
I don't think he's gonna stick it. Yep, that's gonna be. He's just gonna play for the long game.
He doesn't let him. That's another round on the board for Red Vipers. Opta dorse, pickta niche, and he just got deleted. Tarpor maire dilo, and Opta save korte parlo na. I think the better option would have been to just go for the save.
It just looks really bad. They will get much done here, and Daisy back onto a
Daisy
signature
is
weapon.
behind you. Behind you is Daisy. That's behind you. Ladies and gentlemen, the player we've been calling Daisy for all this while is behind you.
No
I
wonder
mean,
he's gonna
don't
run
look
off.
back, but his IGN is behind you.
Okay, we're gonna be seeing the mid smokes coming in. Could be a little bit more systematic on this side, but getting much information out of this, and they're playing it for the long haul. Red Vipers, slow and steady wins the race. I can get it, but where's your map control? Where do you really want to go? Because the bomb is back towards spawn. They're not even in close vicinity, and it's down to 1 minute. They need to be
Yes.
decisive on this play, and they're looking for information. And this
I think
mid-tunnels
they're
play could be
thinking
the big
too
thing.
much. They're thinking a lot. A lot is going through their heads.
I don't like the odds of this.
Okay, might be a free kill here. Mantis, free kill for Mantis. Behind you gets the frag onto Zenon. Standing through the smoke, Stinger doesn't hit anything, but it was pretty optimistic.
The way that this entire roundup is going.
Gets the frag onto Mantis. Nixie, they pick out another one. 2v2 now. It's all down onto Mantis and Faith.
You know.
Behind you, push it. You know. That was serious.
That's been activated.
That's naughty. Oh my God. Faith, absolutely crazy, picking up the last 2 players with that Tech 9, clutching it out for his team, saving the op, getting another round on the board. That's just absolutely the cherry on top.
He's just so good, man. Fate. When I saw him playing Valorant, the man was insane, but CS is his lifeline. You can see it. The man has put in the hours, and he is showcasing it inside of the game. No shots missed. Let it be the Tech 9, let it be the AK, and let it be his signature weapon on the off.
Oh.
The guy has it all under wraps.
He's trapped, bro. He's trapped.
I want to see a little bit more emphasis towards the mid control, I believe. If they're able to force out mid a little bit more, that could give them a better read of where Viperz really want to go. Because if no one is taking mid control, and if there's not really a lot of early pressure heading into B, you know that it's going to be a palace hit. The A-side execution that normally is being done by the members of Red Viperz, it's easy enough to read, but hard to stop. And how do you want to stop it? You need to use preemptive utility and make them push through a smoke.
Did you see, though? They were spread out all throughout the map.
Yep.
So all of those 5 players had different information. And the more information you have in CSGO, the more advantage you have. See, 5 players can give you 5 different callouts. They can give you 5 different player positions. So you can like calculate it in your head. অনেকটা হিসাব করা যায়, and then look at that going from it. Eminem picking up 2 frags. Nixie and Mantis taking down Zenon and Blank, getting 2 back. 2 versus 2 now, and behind you gets the frag from behind.
It's a gun. You just find something to play with, but it's only a FAMAS. Not really in a position that they're going to be in, and Zenon swing. Oh! If he had an AK, that was a kill.
If he had an AK, yes.
If he had an AK, that was a
That
free
was a
kill.
kill.
The
That
FAMAS
was a
just
kill.
gave him a dink.
He got dinked. Zenon is so lucky there. The weapon advantage there saved him.
Yep. It sounds like he gets taken in that scenario, but for Red Viperz, they're hanging on by a thread. That's for certain.
The frag onto behind
Again
you.
with the off, man. How does he work the magic? Give it up for Zero and Flag. The entries are immaculate.
They're coming for him.
Just run
They're
it down,
coming for you.
Singer. You have no idea what you're going up against here, buddy. Swing out for the kill as
Look at
well.
that absolute total domination. Total domination at this point. 8-0. 8-0. Are you serious on Mirage? That's domination, bro.
They don't have an answer. That's the problem. How do you stop them? They're just throwing out util after util. And the thing is, the way that the utility is being used, it's being used to gain space. And the players are not hesitating to take that space away from the defenders.
Correct. They're doing it wrong. No scope. And also saving the up.
Pure rundown when it comes down to this place. Man, I love fishing. What's going on? Where is that confidence? Where is
Hey,
that
তোমাদের মাছ কোথায়? তোমাদের মাছ কই? মাছের বাজার। মাছের বাজারে মাছ নাই, 0 rounds.
Now it's going to be
Flag. Boys. Oh my God, I mean, there it is. And they have the answer. They have the answer. There's the round. আমরা বলছিলাম round কোথায়? And they have the answer. Here it is. First round on the board for Men I Love Fishing. The Fisher boys, they're going ham at this point, but only for 1 round.
You needed to see that. That's a venting rate coming in from the side of the That does mean they need to overthink their strategy just a little bit, but Faith is just doing something else behind them, getting caught out from the sidelines. That's going to be a tough one for them to break into here. That's the op down, and now just there left licking your wounds. It's a 4v5 for the defense. And the counter-terrorist What do they have as an answer? It's so perfect. Look at the
Oh
utility
my
usage.
god, look at that utility. How do you stop this? Exactly. Oh, you can only stop it by pushing under Alex. Gets taken down still, Stinger. Getting one with him.
It's not looking that good for them either. One towards the side.
Oh,
Already out.
Temenos.
Good for a kill, but not more than that. Faith is just doing God's work.
Oh, might get caught out. Might get caught out. Fate might get caught out. Gets caught out by Eminem.
Want more out of this.
Looking at all the places except for the right ones, huh?
Maybe he's got the best spot out of this. He's a clutch master for a reason, but he doesn't have a smoke to play with. If he had a smoke to just smoke off the bomb and then opt for a defuse, there was a chance, but they're just gonna chase him down. Flank with a molly in hand. He's gonna be able to get it. And he gets an opt for his troubles. He's gonna be able to pick it up from his teammate.
Yeah, he's like, man, I'm just gonna take it, man.
The advantages in this map is insane, and Red Viperz,
Hey,
you can see their
look.
proficiency on it.
Fate is being nuts. And for me, to be honest, so far, Nixie has been the man of the finals, I guess. The whole series. Like, his performance was good throughout all 3 matches.
And now it's Fate's turn. He's turning up for this game, and he's making it.
The shot, but generally they win it up. 3 versus 4 now. Man advantage clearly onto RV. Oh! Stinger gets a frag, but gets traded immediately. 3 versus 2. Vincent looking for that push from Connector, but is there anyone?
I don't think
And
so.
which side are they going? Let's see.
Behind you is in a spot. And with the push-up coming in as well, you have to see which part of the map could be under your control. Red Viperz, they're also taking their sweet time for it. They did leave the bomb all the way in spawn, so they need to go in for a re-hit towards this A side. But with behind you still holding down the line from the ticket pole, I don't think he's going to get away with it. Trust me, one player has to die here. And behind you, you cannot miss this shot. If you miss, that will be
He doesn't.
and he's able to capitalize.
And he doesn't miss.
Takes it down over to a 2v2. This bomb will go down, but that's completely fine. They can play it for the post plan.
But Blank is the player that fell onto Vincent, so it's a 2v1. Behind you. Spots Mantis running down.
He knows he's in touch.
Oh!
He has a smoke. Behind you has the opportunity.
Oh, he's clever. He's playing. Oh! Will you look at that? He played it to perfection.
Just a little bit more time.
Yeah, he played it to perfection, didn't he? That was so good. He went around the smoke and he took the kill. He did the fake defuse, made the player believe that he was defusing, and so he just starts spamming. The player gives away his position and he just goes around the smoke and kills him. Classic, textbook Counter-Strike.
This time around, though, we do see them popping their utility a little bit early over towards this A side because they want to stop this rush and they want to get this before it gets out of hand. Good plays and good coordination from their side, but now we are looking for something. Oh, still able to get one. What's going on with it? Out of these rounds, and finally Mana is on pitching. He's trying to pull it out.
Down.
That's one kill for many more, but they still have a lot more to play around with. No smokes in the hands of the Viperz, and they're still stuck in towards the side. Unfavorable positioning when it comes down to their post plans, but I think they can live with it. If mid works out for them, the player on short, I don't think they know.
Behind you connects, Vincent connecting. Fall down onto Fate. 1 versus 1 behind you versus Fate.
One more time. Let's run it back. Not this time.
this time it doesn't work. And Faith is going to get the frag onto him, clutching the round out. How many times have I said that Faith clutched the round out for his team this time?
Quite often.
And in the last map as well?
Yep. Faith is one of those players that you can always rely on. There's a reason why his name is Faith.
Faith, you can put my faith on you. Oh no, not on you. You can put your faith on me. That's how it's supposed to sound.
The way that
Wordplay.
the man's been playing, it's incredible to watch. Round after round, he's been pulling out miracles. And the way that they've been playing, there's not the plays that they are able to bring out. It's also their proper team playing coordination. They have the chemistry to make all of this happen. And for Man I Love Fishing, they're just crumbling under that pressure.
Him. Such a nutty one dig. From him 4 versus 1. What just happened here? Eminem taken down by Mantis. I thought he was going to take down Mantis there for a moment.
Money.
Oh, it's taken down by Temenos, and it's another round on the board for Man I Love Fishing. The fishermen have 3 fish in their bag or whatever. Anyways, bro, look at this stuff. 10-3. So, এখন মোটামুটি next half-এ pistol round নেওয়াটা
It's a pretty big one. If it's around the neither parle, now I don't think it's possible. How do you even come on without that pistol round?
Yeah, man, always keep the forward in your mind. You cannot do the other things if you don't do the forward.
They need more of an emphasis here towards their mid presence. And yep, the mid.
The frag.
Couple of whip shots, and those whip shots could be the make it and bring it for them. Taken.
Man, that was smooth as butter.
Not BTS though.
Vincent gets the frag onto Zenon, 2 versus 3 now. Gets taken down, Nixie. Singer gets the headshot onto him. Blank will be taken down as well, so another round on the board for them. So it's 10-4 at this point, and this is the last round of the first half. So প্রথম অর্ধের সর্বশেষ রাউন্ডের খেলা আমরা দেখতে যাচ্ছি. Yes, I said Bengali there. প্রথমার্ধ. Anyways, so by the way, everyone, right after this grand final actual pre-release listening party, we're bringing the house down. So Shabai, I want you guys to stick around. We're gonna have a massive party. We're gonna do this, and with that being said, we're back into the game.
You gotta be sure of how this is gonna be going down, because the way that the trades are coming in too, both teams just have such a good and optimum read on each other. But for Man I Love Fishing, they're trying to claw their way back with the
frag onto Vincent. Even though Vincent had the superior weapon, Nixie somehow comes out on top.
That's a spray right there.
Yes, and that's how you control it. Nixie just showed you.
Could have been so much better, but Vincent, 1 bullet miss, just costed him everything there. Man, I love fishing.
Will be taken down, will be traded off, but does Eminem take? No, he doesn't. No, he Zenon gets a frag on no, takes out Faith instead. Oh my god. The last round won by Red Viperz Gaming. What an end to the first half of the 3rd and final map of the CSGO finals. Absolutely buzzing. So far so good. Now let's hop on to the second half. I think the players want to get this over with. They want to get it going.
They do.
I mean, so do we.
Yeah, so do you.
You don't?
Yeah,
So
of
you wanna cast more games? What are you gonna do? Like Aro korba?
Let's see. I mean, Jani na kono.
Or like Valorant?
Yeah. If Time
so
Warner
yeah,
and Phoenix OP wants me here on the desk, I'll ash.
Oh yeah, right. So yes.
Depends on them.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, and players and gamers and beautiful ladies of all ages, we have Axo dropping right after this. And right after Axo, we have Phoenix Opus performance. And after that, we have the Valorant Grand Finals.
It's a long one.
Yeah, trust me, it's going to be
really
very
long
long.
night. But hey, when it comes down to tournaments like this, when it comes down to a LAN environment of this scale, you know that the players and of course the audience has to have a proper show throughout the entire setting. And this is
Correct.
one of those scenarios.
This is definitely one of those. I am agreeing with you on that one. Like, we've been agreeing on everything. Bro, we in sync, bro. Fist bump. Always gotta fist bump the homies, you know. Actual. Anyways, so we are waiting for the second half of map Mirage. We're waiting for it to start, and I think the players are excited and pumped too, especially RV players.
Yep. RV, they're in that spot where they know they have a strong lead. They can easily take an advantage if they win out on the pistol, but it all depends on that. The round's already
Oh, taking it down. Oh, Blank gets a frag onto him, and that's the 12th round on the board.
That was
Red
sweet.
Viperz
Sure.
winning it 12-4.
That was a bit too quick for comfort, and we are missing pistol rounds quite often now.
Yes, sir. That seems to be the case.
But I guess it's fine. Watch it going over on the right side. And Red Viperz winning out on this pistol pretty much guarantees them one more round here. Or this Tech 9's coming in could just be the game.
And it looks like they're rushing in A and in A. It's a massacre. Bloodbath. Absolute massacre. Oh, gets taken down by Nixie. What a round coming out from Red Viperz. 13 rounds already on the board. They're edging ever so closer to being the winners of the grand final, to being crowned the champions of this tournament.
It could just be the make it or break it right at the very end. And I was thinking, if you have anything inside of you, even the energy to try and fight something like this, you gotta do it now. Oh my God, Vincent.
What a shot coming from him. The Faber. Look at Faber. 25 kills. Bro, like he's cooking.
And
he's cooking for the whole team.
Yep. But with the weapon disparities being this problematic, the AOG.
AUG, that was on AO. It's like AUG. AUG.
Oh!
What? What's
finding these frags all around.
ভাই কি জানি হয় কিছুক্ষণ পর পর জানি কি জানি হয় ঠিক আছে হঠাৎ করে ফ্রাই হয়ে যেতেছে তিনটা চারটা মানুষ মরে যেতেছে বুঝতেছি না কি জানি হচ্ছে
It's just the concentrates coming in. It's just perfect from their side.
Exactly.
Fleshing, they went in as a 5-man group. They played for contact, and all their frags came from it. They didn't use a lot of utility. They were just fighting for trades, and those Steegs were just beautiful. Vincent as well, opening things up like that against Fate. That alone brought the round to this point, because they were not pushing it through main. They were not putting a lot of resources taking raw duels.
Exactly. Well, when you're taking raw fights, when you're like taking the enemy team or the opponent face to face, face on, it actually comes down to that one mechanical skill that you're talking about. That comes down to your aiming.
Yep.
And at that point, it's just the one that has the superior aiming. They just come out on top. Not all the time. Sometimes, you know, scenes can be a bit different, but that's usually and mostly the case, I believe.
It's looking to be an even more of a big issue here on the side. 5-13, Viperz, they're in a pretty awkward spot, I would say, when it comes to their proper economy. But for Man I Love Fishing, they just need one frag and one round to maybe turn things around from here. Fate, still with his op, so he can take as many duels as he wants, but Vincent, on the other hand,
Goes the frag onto him, Mantis.
Mantis takes the back seat, and now they have the B side for themselves. That's a lot of information, but Blank could just be the game changer for their side here over onto short.
Behind you, picking up the frag onto Nixie. Zenon getting a frag onto behind you. Flag gets taken out by Vincent. So it's all down onto. Oh, Fate gets taken down. And that means another round on the board for Team Man I Love Fishing. The fishermen are picking up the rounds now.
The way that Man I Love Fishing have been playing as well. They picked up the game and always happening. When you know the stamina is low, when you know the strats are running dry, for some reason the squad just turns up the heat and they go from like what, a 2 out of 10 straight up to an 11.
All right,
and Man I Love Fishing is doing exactly that.
We don't see much weaponry on the side of Red Viperz Gaming. They're pretty low on economy and well, inferior weapons. और बांग्ला भाषा बोलो गुलिते जोड़ नहीं
I thought কথায় জোর নাই
কিসে
I thought যে কথায় জোর নাই
oh গুলিতে not bully or গুলিতে জোড় নাই the গুলিতে জোড় নাই oh yeah that's a rhyme man
that becomes a little bit too personal তাইলে
কি একটা অবস্থা
moving on back from that though. You just gotta wait it out a bit longer. The members of Red Viperz are waiting for Man I Love Fishing to just make a couple of mistakes, but it's not really happening. The execution's coming through, and Man I Love Fishing, they're running into a site that is fully stacked. And it's going to be a free roundup for them.
Exactly.
Red Viperz, a collapse onto the side.
so it's all down on
Nixie, maybe got one, but not going to happen behind you. Just better job in this scenario. Teammates giving the and he has nothing more to play with. Nixie, 5, good night.
Oh, behind you gets the frag onto it. Coming out on top. This guy is so good. Man, behind you, getting the frags, doing the dirty work for his team. At this point, doing all the dirty work for his team. This guy has been absolutely stellar for his team.
He's been phenomenal all around. The way that the fights are being taken too, they know what they need to do to bring in the pain and bring in the hurt too here. But let's take a couple of steps back from the situation that Red Viperz are in and talk about how good the members of Man I Love Fishing are playing. They're phenomenal all around, and they are coming back from such a big deficit. 11-4, now down to 11. They're slowly but surely making up the round difference. Don't have an answer.
A lot. Vincent came through the smoke. Oh!
Saying it's squad on his back.
Smells like trouble. Oh, gets taken down by Blank. 3 versus 3, man advantage. Gone. Oh, Fade gets a frag. 2 frags. Last guy. 1 versus 3 now. Behind you is the last player alive with the op. And he's falling back. Slowly making his way towards... I don't know, he's still staying in the A side, but... Does he get the plant? Can he do it for his team? Not a good idea. And it's another round on the board for Red Viperz. 14 on the board. And at this point, the round deficit is like double. It's literally double. They have double the rounds. Red Viperz Gaming, they're doing it all at this point. They're clearly the better team coming out on top.
You never really know. The way that Man I Love Fishing have been playing, there's a good chance they can even come on back from this.
Especially when we are playing like Mirage or Inferno or like even Dust 2.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have seen teams come back from 15 to 15.
Yep.
So from like the first half ended in like 11 to 4, and then the second half ended 15-15. It was that close.
True. There's always a chance, especially when in the game of CS, it's all about the experience of a player. You can be a new gun coming into the game with incredible aim, but you're not going to be able to take down a much more experienced player that easily all the time. He knows the ins and outs of the map. He knows the timing. And when your entire team can do that on a synchronized level, the same place as Red Viperz are in, then you know for a fact that Man I Love Fishing, they're in for the long haul out of this because of the team's synergy just being a little bit better on the side of Red Viperz. But they're working things out. They're adapting and they're being flexible. But the question is it a little bit too little too late for them to make those adaptations?
It could be, it could very well be. And yes, everyone, right after this match, the pre-release listening party for Axel.
Playing this one down.
Fourth one.
Coming in too.
Gets taken down by Stinger. Oh, very there to get the flag on the Stinger. 3 versus 2. Man, this is going totally low. Easily going down as one of the greatest matches in Bangladesh CS history. Because one of the greatest matches, one of the greatest series. Not every day you see that Fate taking those flags behind you, getting the flag onto Venom.
Doing it.
Fate still doing it.
1v1.
The flag onto him, will you believe it? Oh my god, he has done it! 15th round on the board for Team Red Viperz. And Fate, who else but Fate? Tell me, how many times have I said this? Fate is there to clutch it for his team.
32 goddamn kills on this one man.
32, 11
Forget about
deaths,
Jack the Ripper, I want Faith the Ripper.
30 bombs, easy. And look at the weaponry on the T side. Weaponry নাই, ভালো অবস্থা নাই. So I don't, man, I'm doubtful. What do you think?
Faith is running on mid. This could go horribly wrong if he's not careful here. The nades, positions are away. He's able to get through it though. I think it's Backup's already there. Faith just swings out. Maybe Jules and they're winning, baby. Red Viperz, they're right at the finish line. Hold out the line. They're finishing it. Red Viperz, they are the champions.
The champions
this
of
tournament.
the Viperz Esports Tournament 2023. Your champions are Red Viperz Gaming, everyone. And we have your winners.
They did God's work out here. Faith with his clutches,
Man.
the aggression that they showcase.
Championship 2023, Red Viperz. Huge round of applause for Team Red Viperz.
Look at the sportsmanship. Look at the sportsmanship.
They're all friends, of course, at the end of the day.
Exactly. This is what esports, in fact, sports is all about. Respect. And it's clearly visible among the players. And with that, everyone, the Viperz Esports champions of CSGO, Red Viperz, can I get a shout? Can I get a huge round of applause for them? Can you guys cheer for them? Red Viperz, let's go!
And the team can also take a bow because they deserve it.
RV. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা করতালির মাধ্যমে স্বাগত জানাবো Viperz Esports Championship 2023 powered by Auras Gigabyte champion team Team Red Viperz কে